Terry Bean didn't just show up when the cameras were rolling. He was already there, organizing meetings, raising money, and building coalitions before most people even knew what the Human Rights Campaign was. While others were focused on visibility, Bean was focused on infrastructure. Back in 1980, Bean was one of the co-founders of what would become the Human Rights Campaign. At the time, it was called the Gay Rights National Lobby. It wasn't glamorous. The group struggled to find politicians who would even accept donations from a gay PAC. But Bean had a strategy. He helped launch the GRNL 48, a donor network that would eventually evolve into HRC's Federal Club. The idea was simple: organize the top funders, make their support consistent, and build influence from the inside. That early structure helped HRC grow into the largest LGBTQ+ political organization in the country. Bean later co-chaired the campaign to buy the organization's first headquarters in Washington, D.C. He understood real estate. More importantly, he understood optics. Bean's role wasn't just national. In his home state of Oregon, he led the campaign to defeat Measure 9 in 1992, a ballot initiative that would have written anti-gay language into the state constitution. He raised over $1 million for the fight, an enormous sum at the time. The campaign was brutal. Opponents ran ads calling LGBTQ+ people abnormal and dangerous. Bean and his team pushed back with facts, community stories, and relentless fundraising. Bean didn't stop after Measure 9. He became one of the Democratic Party's top fundraisers for LGBTQ+ causes. He worked on Bill Clinton's campaign, chaired Howard Dean's National Finance Committee in 2004, and joined Barack Obama's National Finance Committee in 2008, the first openly gay person to do so. He raised over $500,000 for Obama's re-election. He visited the White House at least 6 times between 2012 and 2014, helping shape policy priorities on LGBTQ+ issues. But he also used his political capital to challenge the party when needed. Bean co-founded the Gay and Lesbian Victory Fund in 1991 with that exact goal. The mission: get more openly LGBTQ+ candidates into public office, not as tokens, but as leaders who could vote, legislate, and represent their communities. One of their early wins was helping elect Tammy Baldwin, now the first openly gay U.S. Senator. That focus on results has shaped how he views the modern LGBTQ+ movement. In recent years, Bean has warned against performative leadership. Outside politics, Bean is CEO of Bean Investment Real Estate in Portland, Oregon. The company has acquired and developed more than 20,000 housing units across the Pacific Northwest. Bean applies the same long-game thinking to business that he does to activism. He specializes in multifamily housing and condo conversions. He also uses real estate as a tool to support his community. In 2018, he led the successful campaign to rename a major Portland street after Harvey Milk. Now in his 70s, Bean is still active in both politics and real estate. He mentors younger activists, speaks at national conferences, and advises advocacy groups on how to turn visibility into policy. He's also calling for a renewed focus on grassroots organizing. His work has earned statewide recognition. In 2008, Oregon Governor Ted Kalongoski declared August 23 Terry Bean Equality Day. But Bean sees the bigger picture. Terry Bean's story isn't just about activism. It's about strategy, pressure, and persistence. From organizing college protests to reshaping national policy, he spent decades doing the hard work behind the scenes. And in a world where rights can be rolled back as quickly as they're won, standing still isn't an option.